There we go. So it'll be another best of 3. We're down into the losers round 1. I'm hearing some noises. Sounds like I'm getting added to a game, to a party or something. Very cool. So yeah, DjSpectre and Roka, another PVT, another instance of Kevin not having any idea of what's going on. But we've already seen and talked about Roka. So I'll talk about DjSpectre a little bit. He's a Platinum Terran from Illinois. He was actually just promoted to Platinum this season, so congrats to him. I think he was the highest rated or highest ranking Gold League player from Midwest Cup number 5. So in this next one, we're seeing he's ranking up. He's really putting his time into StarCraft 2, and it's showing off.
And just another success story coming from the Midwest Cup, Kevin.
Obviously, strictly because of the Midwest Cup. No, but he also does play in all of the, like, maybe not all of, but I know he plays in a whole lot of the like weekly ESL tournaments, which is pretty cool. And I guess one of his recent accomplishments that he wanted to let everybody know about was that he actually made the finals, I think, in the ESL. It must have been the Bronze, Silver, Gold tournament, because they do Bronze, Silver, Gold, and then Platinum, Diamond, or something like that.
Right.
They're switching it around. I don't know. Whatever. But I guess he made the finals, so that's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. It is hard to make the finals in an online cup. I mean, regardless of, like, especially if it's even if it's league like gated, you know.
Well, it's all
like,
best of 1, right?
It's a lot of best ones, yeah. Eventually, it's a best of 3s at like semis or something. But yeah, as well as that, he's actually also a contributor to the event. To this particular event, so he raised the prize pool up to $300. So it's a little bit more than usual, a little bit more for the players, so that's cool. Yeah, overall, just a very, I don't know, he's a very interesting character too, though. We'll probably see him. He's
got a lot of heart.
He does have a lot of heart. No, but we might see him. He does do some, like, a little bit of casting on the side for like the ESL weeklies when he gets knocked out and stuff like that. And similarly, he's volunteered to help cast the Midwest Cup whenever he gets knocked out. And I think, Sam, you said you have to like go teach little girls how to play soccer or something like that, right? Today.
we have a game. It got rescheduled.
Yeah. So Sam,
convenient, so I'm gonna have to ditch out shortly.
Yeah, at some point you'll be. Although it is a little shorter. Probably tournament day today, just with the lower player signups. And I think everybody just wants to get through their matches. We just kind of let people play if they want to play. If they want to wait to be casted, then they can wait and be casted. But yeah, so DjSpectre might be joining us later, but for now, we what are we trying to do?
Just
We're just
shot.
Just sitting here. Oh, I'm not even looking at the right chat. I was like, nobody said anything for a while.
I just sent it to you.
What? Oh my gosh, I have all these chats. Can't handle it. Coda, Expedition, Lost, and Echo are the maps that our players have chosen. So, looks like Coda and Echo are going to be easy contenders for the most popular maps of the tournament, and I think that's just kind of probably a trend for every tournament currently.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool maps.
Yeah, they are, and they do. Honestly, like, as much as it's difficult, right? Because sometimes you have, like, you either have maps that are bad or maps that seem like boring, right? Because you kind of like, oh, they're not really. I don't know. They're not super boring in that people do have a lot of strategic choices, I think, for Coda and Echo, even though, I don't know. Because I feel like they do allow you to play aggressively, or they allow you to play a bit more defensively, or make something up and see if it works, and kind of, it's not just like the super like Deadwing, where it's like, well, I'm gonna get 3 bases, and if I don't get 3 bases, my opponent was going to anyway, and you know, but yeah, we'll see. We are loaded in, so that's cool. I'm currently, I don't know why I did this, but I'm like running this crap off of 2 computers, so I'm currently like dual wielding mouses right now. It's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
It's a mistake, to be honest. Anyway.
But not as cool as our blue Protoss spawning at the bottom right. He is Roka.
And then our ever charming and charismatic Terran player. He is spawning up on the top left. He is DjSpectre. the underdog of the match, perhaps, being the platinum player against the diamond. But, you know.
The only platinum of the tournament.
Is he? No, there's more.
I think so.
There's definitely others. I think? I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought there were more platinums, but some people didn't show up. So
Yeah, usually we have a pretty good spread. I think we've had silvers in all but one. And then we usually have a couple of gold and a few platinum, right?
yeah. I mean, our gold players just keep getting promoted, right?
Yeah, I know. That's the thing about the Midwest Cup. You got to be careful, because if you're playing and you want to get promoted, maybe it's not the tournament for you.
But nothing, I guess no 11-11 racks out of DjSpectre, so you can't look forward to that one. He's going for a gas first. I guess that's a Reaper opening. Coming out of him, just looking for a scout. And Roka, I guess we'll have to see, will he do... This is the map where he did not go for a an Oracle against what are their names anymore? Oh my gosh. Is Jim something, right? Oh my gosh.
Jim Tony.
Jim Tony, there we go. The man with two names. I can't remember. Can't remember them all. Yeah, he didn't go for the Oracle opener against Jim Tony, right?
I believe so, because he did on Iron Fortress and then on Echo.
Yeah, so this is the only map that he dropped to Jim Tony. DjSpectre making a nice little star with his scouting SCV, but we are... Oh Lord, Pylon. So it sounds like Roka may have missed his 18 Pylon. He's pulling a Nivek and getting supply blocked in 18. It's good strategy, no, but
We'll see how that pays off for him.
yeah, we'll see how it turns out. DjSpectre, as always, getting cheeky. So I wonder, I mean, does Roka like changes? Okay, no, never mind. Proxy Oracle time, boys.
Yeah,
maybe that was
realized what's made him successful.
Actually, was that like a mind game out of Roka? Because hold up, I was looking at it wrong. I was looking at DjSpectre as the. I was looking at DjSpectre's 18 supply, and no, that was literally, that was just Roka trying to make DjSpectre think that Roka missed a pylon, right? Because he already had another one. Proxy.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that could be some next level mind games going on. I wasn't even paying enough attention. I got thrown off even. Can't handle this.
I thought you were going to say it was mind games so that DjSpectre wouldn't watch his supply and he would supply block himself as well, because that happened.
Maybe. Could be. But no, I think because like right as the SCV got into Roka's base, he was like, oh no, I forgot my pylon, wink wink. But instead, it's got that Oracle coming out.
So you're saying they're playing games while playing games?
Oh man. But I'm a little worried for our DjSpectre here, because he's got no engineering bay going down. He does have a starport coming down, but that Oracle is definitely going to get there before anything of use comes out to defend against it. I guess the Widow Mine, we could, hope that he gets real lucky. But he might be in for a rude awakening of sorts. This Oracle going over to DjSpectre's base. What is it going to see?
No missile turret.
No missile turret. Where is that Widow Mine? Not planted down. Not able to defend against those SUVs. Very unfortunate. We'll see if it gets down. Will it? Oh. Gets a hit off. Wow.
Pop goes the Oracle.
I guess the Oracle, he must have just been shift queued onto, so actually, that was like the most...
Some decent damage.
Yeah, but I mean, it only got 5 worker kills.
Yeah. It could have been far, far worse.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, will the follow-up one... I mean, he'll definitely be a little more cautious the second time around. I mean, will it get that damage done that he needs to get done? Interesting pylon wall to, I guess, to just stop those Hellions from coming in.
Yeah, he saw the Hellions and he, overbuilds pylons then to make sure that he doesn't take massive damage. He really didn't have anything.
Yeah, true.
To defend with, so... and he didn't have a pylon already near the ramp, so he had to do something.
Oh no! Oh. That second. Roka's just not having good luck with the
That
Oracle
Widowmine
control.
winning MVP for the game, though, for
That
sure.
is. That Widowmine's got like 600 resources under his belt of kills. And now, I mean, I don't know. I guess Roka's still way ahead in worker supply. I mean, certainly seeing a strong showing there, but I guess I mean, not a small army out of DjSpectre, but I guess a lot of it's Widow Mines. I don't know where we go from here.
I mean, really, it just depends at this point, right? How well Roka's able to defend his expansion, right? We have Cloaked Banshees coming out. We'll see how many there are. If
Actually,
DJ can do some cool split with the Hellions and the Banshees, he can get something done.
He doesn't even need to do anything. Now there's an okay. I thought we were all out of oracles, and I was gonna say there's no detection for Roka, but he does have the one. And I guess he must have seen. Yeah, he saw the star part with the tech lab, so he knows that somewhere there's gonna be a Banshee. DjSpectre's actually just banking him up. Got gold league strats over here. Well, not really. But if he banked up like 6 of them, that's some gold league strats.
He's waiting for the Oracle to leave.
Yeah. And
some Platinum League micro right there uses both Banshees, right, to target down the same probe to maximize the damage.
Now, DjSpectre unfortunately doesn't pull that other Banshee away quickly enough. Does end up losing it, but we do have, I mean, only a small advantage to Roka for the workers killed. He does have his expansion down faster, so we will be pumping out those workers more quickly. So DjSpectre really, I mean, you know, he's holding on. He's holding on. And I guess, I mean, Roka has continued to be very diligent with his Oracle, always scouting around the map, you know, trying to keep tabs on what's going on in my opponent's base, what's going on with my opponent's army. He sees those Hellions moving out again, and actually this might be... okay, we've got the sentries there though, so the sentries, if they were, you know, controlled properly, they would be able to repel that attack, and DjSpectre already says, alright, the gig is up, I've been seen, it's time to go home.
See the armory go down, this is kind of cool, right? He's already got this Hellion count, he's going to try to...
Yeah, Artosis would be proud, I think, right now.
Artosis always happy when Hellbats are made.
I think anytime more than one factory is made against a Protoss, Artosis gets pretty happy. We haven't seen a second factory out of DJ. I mean, I guess... Yeah, I mean, you're the Protoss. Are Hellbats like is Bio Hellbat a thing against Protoss?
People have done it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they certainly fry the Zealots very well. But yeah, I mean, we're not really seeing a real big. I guess the armories for +2. No, we still don't have +1 out of DjSpectre quite finished up.
Yeah, I think it's for Hellbat.
Yeah. I guess maybe he's just going for some kind of timing. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. So, I mean, he's getting a tank count, and that could be, you know, either because he wants to go be aggressive, or he wants to take a third and he thinks that'll help him.
Yeah. He's going for
tank drops.
a single tank
trying to set a new meta.
And 2 Marines. See what I can do. We will... It looks like it will run into that observer path, or rather, it's the medevac path will run into that observer. Just hanging out, making sure that Roka stays safe. And, I mean, yeah, I don't know where this one's gonna go. It's really hard. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, I guess at this point, Roka having taken this 3rd expansion, if I want to say it's in somebody's favor, it's certainly in Roka's right now. Just being that with, oh no! Okay, the medevac gets out of there. he might lose its cargo though. Yeah, probably gonna be. Oh, maybe not. Oh, lot of indecision going on from both of these players as to whether or not they want to cross that dead man's zone or something like that.
Hank the Marine couldn't decide whether he wanted to go home or die valiantly.
Yeah. I mean, he already. I don't know. Maybe he was like, I'm going off to the war. You know, they're sending me out on a suicide mission, so I better make some enemies, right? So maybe he went down to the bar and made some enemies, and he says, I can't really go back home anymore. Don't put me in there,
Insulted
coach.
Tassidar's mother.
Said Jim Raynor's a scumbag. Something, I don't know. However, I guess continued scouting around with the Oracle out of Roka. So always diligent there. It's very nicely done. DjSpectre looking like he wants to use these Hellbats for a purpose. Looks like he wants to get into the face of Roka, and really Roka's army is, I guess it's all on his main base, huh? And he does he?
That's defending his forge. He really wants that +1 armor.
Yeah, and he hasn't gone for this kind of I don't know, to me an interesting composition out of Roka. I mean, is this Storm Charge Lots, I guess?
Yeah, and that's not bad against bio compositions.
But these those storms
are going to be pretty darn strong, and they work pretty well against Hellions too, but
yeah. And I think
you know, it's a matter how you use them. At the end of the day, Roka, right, just has a much bigger army.
Certainly.
And Stalkers do kind of crappy against everything, but they do something.
I don't know. I think they're pretty good. You haven't. We've got probes dying somewhere. We've got that cloaked banshee, ever vigilant. Does take out a number of workers and pulls Roka back to his base. But I mean, I think Roka's still pretty happy with that engagement. He's certainly ahead in the workers and units killed to some extent. Although DjSpectre getting on those worker kills.
Yeah, I mean, that's really well done by him to not just, you know, sort of panic after that fight, right? He's like, okay, what tools do I have? What can I do to keep from getting crushed out of this game?
Yeah.
And that Banshee does a good job, right?
Oh man, here they come. The factories. Is there an Artosis gasm or something like that, or no? Because that's what somebody should...
Sure, there's a gift for that.
Artosis would be happy right now. What are these factories for, though? I don't even know, man, but it's happening. I'm excited. We'll see if he gets to that point, because
his production's a little bit ahead of his economy.
It could be, but you know what? You gotta be... If you're gonna be anything, be a dreamer, right?
That's right.
You gotta dream
no
big
one's gonna
and make 3 factories at once. See what happens, you know? We do have this very scary army out of Roka, probably this reinforcing pylon, able to get him a whole lot of charge lots or I guess stalkers, but I think the charge lot option is maybe what he's been going for.
Pulling all the points for a mass repair, I think.
And unfortunately, it's looking a little rainy over DjSpectre's head with those.
And SCVs don't like rain; they rust in the rain.
The dance party. Out of Roka, throwing a little shade on top of DjSpectre. DjSpectre, I can only hope for some sort of quirky phrase before he eventually concedes this match to Roka.
I think that's what most of his actions are going towards right now, is typing.
Probably. He is rocking nothing. Wow. No GG even. DjSpectre.
A good game out of Roka there. Very, very clean. Very clean cleanup there.
Yeah.
Clean cleanup. We've continued to see good use out of his oracles, right? And at this level, right, it's just a matter of whether or not, you know, his opponent can respond to something like that. And in this case, right, he catches him off guard, and DjSpectre does okay with it, right? He cleans it up with the mine in pretty good fashion, but, you know, he just wasn't quite ready once again. So.
Excuse me. Yeah, I feel like Roka, he's just always on top of things with, at the very least, using that Oracle as a scout as well, to make sure that, Roka saying in chat that game is the most backwards game I've played in a while, and I mean I'll agree. I didn't really know what the heck was going on, to be honest, between both players. Very interesting, very wonky. I think with both players it was a matter of like what they wanted to do didn't quite turn out. Like losing those oracles to the Widow Mines, certainly not, something you're hoped for. DjSpectre's pushes not quite getting done what they needed to do, and then those Banshees eventually throwing a wrench into Roka's economy as well, and kind of keeping him unsteady even. I don't know, but Roka did pull it out, and moving on to game number 2 on Expedition Lost. That was a question of some sorts, but I don't know.
Sorry, what was your question?
Sorry. We're doing Expedition Lost. Cool.
Okay, and I think we're sort of at the middle. I should probably go ahead and drop.
Okay.
I will be back. I wish all the players the best of luck. I hope everybody wins.
Okay. As long as everybody smiles, then everybody
That's
wins.
right. If we're smiling more, then we're winning at the end of the day, right?
Yep. All right, so it looks like I will be going ahead and going for the solo Castorino, if you will, and
but luckily you'll have DjSpectre to join you shortly after
Probably.
he loses his second game.
Wow, that's some major shade right there.
I was joking with him about earlier. He doesn't lack for self-deprecating humor among his other senses of humor, so I don't imagine he'll have any trouble laughing at himself either. But I mean, he put on a pretty good game there. He got a lot of damage done. He did some good split aggression and stuff like that. So we'll see. I mean, he could absolutely pick up a game or even the match at this point. So
Yeah,
good luck to everyone, though.
Sure.
But especially to our Minnesotan hero, right?
Yep. I guess I suppose I'll have to update brackets, don't I?
That's a hard life out there.
It is a hard life.
Sometimes you don't know what privileges you have,
I know,
until you
right?
lose them.
So, alright, let me look at game time and Bales. Oh, game time beat Bales. Hello. Oh, let me, alright. I'm gonna tell the players, gotta update bracket. Or, do you wanna update the bracket before you go?
Yeah, I'll update
Okay. Love you lots.
Love you too.
Alright, we are going into this game. Sam is updating the brackets. He was heading off to go and coach a soccer game and be an upstanding citizen, unlike myself, who's just a degenerate that sits in his basement on a beautiful sunny day and casts StarCraft games instead. Because it's really scary to go outside, Sometimes it gets really bright and you just don't know what to do. But no, you
never know what day the sun is going to come out.
Yeah, it's just this big ball of fire in the sky. Who even knows? But anyway, we are going into our second game of this 3-game series between Roka and DjSpectre. Roka, the player currently up a 1 match in this PvT, and he is spawning down in the bottom left-hand side of Expedition Lost. He is our blue player, he's a Roka. And our orange Terran, he wanted to make sure he wasn't red, because it's almost pink, and he can't handle that. He is our Terran. Can he bring it back? He is DjSpectre. So, I'm seeing... okay, just an early SCV scout. Likely out of DjSpectre here. Probably, although he's kind of going to this bottom corner of the map. I don't know if he's going for shenanigans, or if he's... maybe just looking to scout out some sort of proxy of Roka's? I don't know, though. It's kind of looking like a proxy barracks right now, to be honest. I'm feeling it. Feeling that 12-Rex. Give it to me, DjSpectre. No. But I mean, I guess will Roka be ready for something like this, and I'm actually not too sure because, okay, there's 12 racks coming out of DJ. Was it 12 or 13? Whatever. The early proxy racks coming out of DjSpectre. Will Roka really be ready for it though? I'm not entirely sure because in the past, in his previous games, we've seen him. We've seen him go for, you know, oftentimes an early Oracle without really any gateway units at all, and just going for a mothership core. And it looks like he is going for that, probably Oracle again with these two gases. So I'm a little afraid about, you know, what's really going to happen from this this proxy barracks that we got going down. I feel like it might end up catching Roka off guard, although, okay. He's going for 2 workers in each gas instead of 3, and I think I might call it wrong because I don't know Protoss, but without that full saturation, it might not be as indicative of of a Stargate play. He might be going for that Stalker and a mothership core early on instead, and that would certainly keep him safe against this this proxy barracks. What are we seeing out of? Okay, we've got Gateway rallied to. Can we infer anything from these rallies? Okay, we've got a Stalker rallied over to the main base of DjSpectre. DjSpectre currently banking up a number of Marines, just waiting for the moment to act. And we will see what. I mean, if this Stalker gets caught off guard, if he's, you know, down at the bottom of a ramp here, I don't really know why I'd ever be at the bottom of this other ramp by the 3rd base, but if he gets caught off guard with this against the Marines that DjSpectre is currently... Hello boys, it is the train, it's the pain train. DjSpectre is going for it, he's pulling them all, making this 3rd barracks. I don't know that it's useful yet. Oh, will it see it? I don't think he saw any of those SCVs leave. And he's totally just walling off the main base. This is nuts. This is going to turn into... Roka says, alright, what is this? What are these shenanigans, right? You've got supply depots at your main ramp, but that doesn't help me at all. And now all of Roka's... does he have a recall? He doesn't have a recall yet. It's still going to be a number of seconds away. Here comes the SCVs and the Marines. Roka's not feeling good about this. Takes out the Stalker. That Nexus, I mean, if he focused it, it would be sacrificed, but at this point in time, DjSpectre realizes I need to get the Cybernetics score down. He's focusing down that as well as the pylons. Needs to make this happen. Roka kind of frantically coming back with both his mothership core and his Stalkers. He now has that recall, but his army's not together to recall properly. The gateway's unpowered, the Cybernetics core half dead, it's focusing straight down onto that Nexus. Can DjSpectre really pull this one out against Roka with only 2 Stalkers, a mothership core, and a good number of probes up against this SCV pool? I don't know, it's really hard to tell. Are we going to lose that mothership core? It does go down. There's probes though, pulling the probes, having the Stalkers as well as that photon overcharge. It looks like it's just going to be enough. And Roka's defending so far. These 2 Stalkers going to be worth their weight in gold because they are what he needs to pick off these individual Marines that are coming out of these barracks, and I just don't think that it's enough for DjSpectre at this point in time. I don't know that he can... I mean, with the mules, I guess he can keep up a decent little amount of Marines coming out of here, but with Roka with some good micro can manage to just, you know, out-micro those and outrange those Marines this whole, you know, all day. Although he also doesn't really want them to build up a whole lot, so it's kind of a hard situation to be in. He is continuing, or he's let his natural finish. He's got a couple of gateways coming down. He says, I gotta defend now, and if I do, I'll win, and if I don't, it's game over. Curious bunker coming down from these, by these barracks. It looks like he just wants to make sure he allows himself to actually build up that Marine force, and he's probably going to go for one more, and I mean, it's seeming like that's his last opportunity in this game to really make something happen. Can our Terran player make it? You know, make the difference that he needs to in this fight, and it's a hard tell right now. I mean, these warp gates are just barely coming in. We've got a sentry coming down that's going to be defensive to make sure that this main base doesn't get invaded by the Marines, this natural base is going to be forfeit out of Roka. Very interesting turn of occasions on both players here. I did not quite expect a game to actually go this long with that kind of push, but it still is a nice force field. Actually keeps a couple of Marines up on the top of the ramp where you can pick them off instead of just, you know, it's just a tiny bit better than completely force fielding another force out. Now Roka's feeling bold enough to move down. He is, I mean, he's still ahead in the worker count. His income is actually still, I mean, it's pretty even with DjSpectre's. I mean, DjSpectre, he didn't quite pull all of his SCVs, and he's been continuing to drop meals, so he's able to keep up this this Marine production. But I'm feeling like eventually Roka's just going to outpace DjSpectre. DjSpectre sees, all right, he's got 4 gates and a pretty healthy probe count. You know, is this the end? Is it, you know, is this the final battle? Will we see what happens? I mean, if Roka overextends onto this now bunkered up position of DjSpectre, is it going to be too much? Is he going to lose out on what his advantage was? Decent little, kind of a decent force field. Just trapping a couple Marines, picking them off, but at this point in time, every unit counts. Roka smartly sending the singles out. He'll check out the natural. At some point, he'll be able to start working on these bunker or supply depots. Excuse me. Nexus on the gold. Hello, hello, Roka. And I mean, it looks like he's thinking, all right, well, you know, at this point, you think to yourself, okay, what can my opponent do? What do I, you know, what am I gonna, what can I die to next? I don't even know. What do I need to defend against next? Or, you know, what am I supposed to do in this scenario? It's not exactly one that you practice for or train for. And DjSpectre, he sees Twilight Council coming out of Roka. You know, he knows it's getting desperate here. What is he producing? He's going for this cloaked Banshee. I don't know that. Okay, with the repair on the supply depot, he's going to be able to hold that off. Do we see anything from Roka? Not yet. This couple of Stalkers are going to continue to press the issue. They'll be able to pick up these SUVs that are repairing. Will a Banshee even get out in time? I mean, will it really make a difference? I guess there will be no detection out of our Protoss player, so if that cloaked Banshee does in fact come down, but we have a fight into the natural of Roka too. DjSpectre says, I'm going to try and push. Doesn't quite make it happen. That was actually kind of intense. It was weird. It was a weird game. I don't know what's going on there, guys. I do not know what's going on. We got that Skype hearts going on though. Alright, we'll close that bad boy out. Alright. So, that was kind of nuts. So, victory out of Roka means we are, unfortunately, you know, seeing our man DjSpectre getting knocked out. But I think, at the end of the day, I think he got knocked out maybe in the way that he would like to. Going out in style, going out in something funky. Really just going to keep his opponent off guard.